Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're on page 81 in our student journal, page 81. And today we're going to be continuing with our lesson that we did before if you had done the last lesson. So our goal or our objective is the same. It says, today I will determine whether a group of objects up to 20 has an odd or even amount, I'm not going to be able to squish it there, amount of members. So remember our keywords, friends, are odd and even. Okay, so yesterday we looked at this and we said that an even number is a number that represents a value that can be paired into sets of 2 with no leftover. That's what even means, that they're paired in sets of 2 and there's no leftover. Okay, an odd number is a number that represents a value that can be paired into sets of 2 with 1 leftover. Okay, with 1 leftover. So that's the difference. Even means there's no leftover, and odd means there is 1 leftover. Okay, ready? So let's get started, friends. I'm going to get my first problem going, and my first problem says, is the number 5 odd or even? Prove your thinking. Okay, so 5 is just a 1 digit, so I'm going to draw my 5 objects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I'm going to pair them. They're a pair, they're a pair, and I have a leftover. So what does it mean when I have a leftover? The leftover means that my number is odd. That's what my leftover means. Okay, this next one's a little tricky, so I want you to really pay attention, friends. Get your listening ready to go. This one says, is the number 20 odd or even? Prove your thinking. Okay, so ready? I'm going to put a line down here because I want to show you something. So when I had shown you this before, I said that we could just look in the ones column. Now here's the thing about the ones column. It's a 0. So what does that tell me if it's a 0? I can't even draw 0 objects if I want to use my shortcut, right? But let's think about it. Is there going to be a leftover? If there's no objects, is there any leftover? There's really no leftover. So what are you thinking that 20 probably is if there's no leftover? Keep that in mind. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to actually draw this one for you. So let's do it. I have 20. I have a lot to draw. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. Let me take a deep breath. Okay, ready? Pair, pair, pair. Ooh, I'm pairing them. What do I notice? I notice there's no leftover. So that tells me it was even. I wish I could see you, friends, right now. I wonder how many of you thought it was even over here also. Do you see how, because I couldn't draw any, there was no leftover, so that meant it was even also? So I could have just done that as my shortcut. Okay, let's do some of these together, friends. We're on page 82. Ready? And here's our first problem. It says, is the number 7 odd or even? Prove your thinking. Okay, so 7 is a single digit number, so we're going to draw it. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, after we draw them, let's pair them. They're a pair, they're a pair, they're a pair, and we have a leftover. So what does a leftover tell us? A leftover tells us it's odd. And when they wanted us to prove your thinking, we did. We showed them how we came up with odd. So we didn't just guess, we did some work for that. Okay, let's look at our next one. Okay, our next one says, is the number 12 odd or even? Prove your thinking. Oh, 12 is what we call a 2-digit number. I have the ones column and the tens column. So can I use a shortcut here? Can we just look at the ones column? You bet. So we just need to draw 2. 1, 2, and they have a pair. So since 2 has no pair, that means 2 is even. And if 2 is even, that means 12 is even. Okay, friends, I hope that we're feeling pretty good with this. You have some to practice and have a great day. Bye-bye.